When you want to worship the great old serpent, you gotta do it in style. Today we return to the Easy Base Edition series as I show you how to build a simple yet very unique set temple. The requirements are on screen now, though you can use whatever you like and build it wherever you choose. Also, if you like the music in the background of this video, it's actually my music from my new project Sanctite Prayer. Go check it out on YouTube and Bandcamp, links in the pinned comment. So, let's begin. Start off with the base plate built in this fashion, held up by pillars to around a tile and a half off the ground, 2 tiles at most. Next, use the pillar trick to place pillars on the corners of each square tile. Repeat this around the build to a height of 2 tiles above the base layer. Place walls beneath the base plate to smooth it into the ground, then windows and doors above as shown to create the temple floor. Next, the altar. Place it in the centre as far towards the rear wall as you can. Raise the corner pillars up in this fashion. You'll have to use stable pillars for this portion. The side pillars are 2 tiles high and the back pillars are 4 and 5 tiles high respectively. From there we're going to build the riser. Build walls from the middle point on either side up to an apex at the rear, and then use sloping sides to bring it all into a smooth point. Once that's done, replace the stable pillars with stone brick. I actually missed an extra pillar on the central side tiles, so I'll add that in here too. Now for the somewhat difficult portion, the snaking facade. Start off as I do here with wedges, and then you want to basically snake a column around the build. The most consistent way to do this is fairly simple. Place a wall, hang an inverted sloping side in the correct orientation, ceiling on top, wall, side, ceiling, repeat and repeat. At the front of the build you'll want to bring this up to a point just beside the entrance, and then smooth the top of the facade with regular sloping sides, and then use roof pieces below and above to make it all smooth. You then want to do the same on the rear too, same pattern, and you just want it to come up to the centre at the rear. It sits a few tiles below the top of the riser. When you repeat this on the opposite side, you'll end up with the facade joining at the rear and sitting either side of the entrance at the front. The idea is to have this facade wrap around the build a bit like a snake, fitting the temple's theme. Once you've got the facade done, just a couple of finishing touches. Over the entrance, place 2 square ceilings, inverted sloping sides, remove the ceilings and top it off with regular slopes to create a small entrance arch. To finish this portion off, slope the bottom of the facade centres into the ground with roofs and sloping sides. If you have any snapping issues, you can remove segments like I'm doing here to make it work. Each segment is self-supported against the wall, so you can chop parts off to get the correct snapping without any risk of full collapse. Lastly, the stairs. This is quite easy. You want to come out from the sides of the platform, a 3-wedge turn, and then back in towards the centre. If you have any issues with sloping sides like I did here, use the same method from earlier to fix it. Don't place any sloping sides on the rear side of the staircase though, as when you're finished you can ring the exterior of the wedges with fences instead. Finally, when the shell of the build is done, jazz it up with some set-themed decorations and your shrine to set is complete. This is a pretty compact design but will stand out from almost anything else due to its shape and of course its style. It's a very simple build made much more interesting with the snaking facade on the outside. That portion of the build is a bit finicky but not impossible, and I think it does lend something very unique to the temple. With this being an EBA build, of course it's designed to fit within your pre-existing base or territory, so you can throw this down close to your main base and have a separate temple space for all your snake worshipping activities. Not only that, though of course I've used stone brick, you can use almost any material set you like. I personally really like stone glass and Turanian, no surprise there, but I also think Aquilonian and Argosian could work, and maybe some fusion of Yamatite too. Anyway, that will wrap us up for today. A pretty simple yet very unique temple to the Old Serpent set in the Easy Base Edition series, perfect for fitting into your pre-existing land claim. Thanks for watching. Again, if you enjoyed the music in this video, go check out my new dungeon synth project, Sanctite Prayer, all the links in the description and the pinned comments. On that note, a massive thanks to our wonderful esteemed coffee cultists for continuing to support the channel over on Patreon. Take care, and I'll see you soon.